Wes, last year in Week 1, U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis was a little quiet. That won't be the case on Sunday afternoon. Packers-Vikings, it's time for Final Thoughts. All right, Weston, what's at stake?
Who runs the North, Mike? The Green Bay Packers go into this thing 8-2, going up against a 4-win Minnesota Vikings team that actually is their best competition right now in the North. Green Bay has a really interesting opportunity here. They're already 3.5 games up. If you could push the Vikings down even more, really lay claim to this division on the Vikings' home turf, this could be a really interesting opportunity for Green Bay.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Packers also want to stay at the top of the NFC, right? You're tied with the Arizona Cardinals at 8-2. You got a bunch of teams that are right on your heels. The other thing with this one, Matt LaFleur's only lost one division game in his 2.5 seasons as head coach, and it was against the Vikings a little over a year ago. So you want to keep that going, just that one loss in the division column. Wes, who's heating up, presented by Aurora Heated Apparel?
Preston Smith, Mike, and the Packers have really needed him to. With all these mounting injuries at outside linebacker, Preston Smith has been the constant all season long. Now, I think you got to look past just the box score with him, too. He has 3 sacks on the season, but it's what he's giving them play in and play out, whether it's as a run defender, whether it's as a guy in coverage, or just getting after the quarterback like he did at the end of last week's game against Russell Wilson. Green Bay is going to need him, especially with all these new guys at that position.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the offensive side of the ball, it's running back A.J. Dillon, right? The Packers will be without Aaron Jones in this game. Dillon is going to make his first NFL start. He's coming off of 128 total yards and 2 touchdowns against the Seahawks. His workload probably going to increase, but A.J. Dillon, he's ready for it. And Wes, I say the Packers win this game if they can contain Dalvin Cook. That one loss to the Minnesota Vikings I mentioned last year, Cook had over 200 total yards, 4 touchdowns in that game. Really hurt the Packers in the passing game as well. Now, he only has 100 yards receiving this year, but he is the bell cow running back, and the Packers have to be ready for the Vikings to get him the ball any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, no question, Mike. I think the Packers are able to win this game if they overcome the elements and overcome what is going to be a raucous crowd and situation inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Aaron Rodgers has done a really good job handling this over the years, and I think last year, a lot of these new guys, they didn't get a chance to experience what it's like to be in there when those fans are really going at it. You need to be able to protect the football, limit the mistakes, and that starts by not listening to what's happening around them.
Yeah, absolutely. With that, we will sign off on this edition of Final Thoughts. Be sure to follow all of our coverage of Sunday's big game from Minneapolis. We'll have it all for you on Packers.com and on all of your social media channels. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the ball game.